Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Morses with your Thursday morning forecast update. Some of the things that we'll be touching on today, we expect a few lingering showers and storms here. Won't be as much rain as what's out there yesterday, and no heat advisory for us as we have cooled off a few degrees. One of the rare days this month that we won't have a heat advisory. Will be a warm weekend for us, but we are going to lose some of the humidity over the weekend, so the weekend looks to be in great shape here. And the best news of all, we actually have a cold front on the way that will give us some big time relief next week. In fact, some areas could have highs in the 70s for a day or two next week, so it's a pretty strong front here. Not quite fall yet, but at least a few things to build towards and look forward to here. Almost all positive news with the forecast today, which is usually a rarity for us in the month of August. But for today, we're expecting low to mid 90s this afternoon. Just a few spotty showers and storms out there today. We have a little rain that's ongoing this morning in Texas. That will likely dry up fairly quickly for us, so we'll spend most of the morning just under that mix of clouds and sunshine. Now, there is a front that has pressed through here, but we do have some outflows from some overnight thunderstorms in the northern Arkansas, and it's those outflow boundaries that will likely help to trigger some of the storms this afternoon. You can see a ton of dry air north of I-30, so the rain's likely going to shut off in areas north of Texarkana, but I do think it'll be right around Texarkana that we see some of those showers and storms pop up by the late morning, early afternoon, and then those will push south into the more moist air here along Interstate 20. So areas like Shreveport, you'll have a slightly higher chance of seeing some of those thunderstorms this afternoon. Went with about 20 to 30% coverage today. So again, not the rainiest day that we've seen here, but there is the potential to see one of those showers and storms to cool us off this afternoon. Your temperatures here this morning will start out in the low to mid 70s, and most areas will likely wind up in the low 90s this afternoon, maybe a degree or two warmer in Shreveport as well as Texarkana, but kind of the rare day this month where we'll actually have the numbers come in a bit below average. So no heat advisory, no extreme heat warning today. I think if we're lucky, these will stay gone for at least the next week and a half, and hopefully longer than that. But we'll take a look here at your Robins Toyota Futurecast. It does show again just those partly to mostly cloudy skies early today, and do expect some of those showers and storms will pop up probably along or just south of I-30, and just like yesterday, those storms will drift to the southeast today. So it is possible that we'll see some scattered storms in the Shreveport area. Yesterday we did see some severe weather just as far as the wind with the storms, and that will be possible again today, but we are not in the severe weather outlook. But just given the warm temperatures and some of the storms out there, we could see some strong microburst type winds again today, moving out of some of those thunderstorms. And we'll be completely dry tomorrow, so I do have dry conditions in the forecast Friday through Sunday. Weekend looks a little warmer. We will lose some of the humidity, so it's going to be a close call on the heat advisories here, but outdoor plans looking great for the weekend. The humidity drops off a level there over the weekend, and then going into next week, our strong cold front will likely roll in late Monday, early Tuesday. So there will be some scattered storms the middle of next week, but really some pleasant air taking over. Will likely drop into the 80s on Tuesday, and by Wednesday, Shreveport dips into the mid 80s there in the northern Arkansas. If you live up towards Idabel, DeQueen, those areas north of I-30, it's possible we'll have high temperatures in the 70s maybe for a day or two next week. We're a ways out, so forecast may change a little, but it is looking encouraging that we'll get our first, again, nice cool down by the middle of next week.